Howdy folks, and welcome back to another Vampy Lizard video. We are on the second episode of the new Cities Skylines series. I haven't come up with a name yet, so if you guys have some good suggestions for that, please drop a comment, because I'm always, not the best at naming cities. However, if you guys can help out, that would really be great. And we can get use of you guys' creative power and try and make a really nice name for this brand new city. Anyways, it's episode 2, and we're pretty much continuing right where we left off. I haven't really done much work in between episodes. I think I added like some hospitals and maybe a police station just for the few citizens that we had. I also worked on a bit of traffic work just to fix, because the traffic was a little bad, but so I haven't really done anything major since the last episode. Anyways, what we're doing right now is more road layout, of course, because I didn't really get this whole flat area done since the last episode, or like in the last episode, and so just want to finish this area up. And so right now I'm starting to work on some of the hillside suburbia areas, and I've had this really nice vision because I've seen some videos online of other people's cities where they have these really nice suburb areas with just a ton of low density on the mountainsides or the hillsides, and it just looks really good, and I really want to recreate that in this city. Since this map of course has a lot of really good hills, I think it's really just perfect for that, And we're of course adding a few big roads in and around. That's just to help, of course, with a bit of traffic flow. Though I do like the idea of having some light rail. Of course, trams are light rail, and I think the light rail would be a good thing to have going through some of these hillside areas, because of course trains wouldn't really work, and neither would metro. But the light rail, it can go on some more steeper grades than trains or metros, of course. And of course, it's a lot nicer, I think, than stuff like cars or buses. Anyways, we're just finishing that up, and then decided that we want to work on more of the inside of the city. So I'm working on some of these, trying to make it, as I stated last episode, trying to use as few perfect grids as possible. So I'm just trying new things. I'm not sure if this is going to stay, of course, or not. I'm sure all those close by intersections are terrible for traffic, but I'm just experimenting, trying to make good looking shapes, because that's what I really want this city to be. I want it to be really good looking instead of being completely realistic like some of my other cities has been. And another thing that I need to work on is the train, of course, because with the train station that I've selected, there's some elevated as well as some underground rails, of course. And with the elevated tracks, you just, you need to make sure that it's, not going through some skyscrapers, and so that it actually looks realistic, at least semi-realistic, going through the city, going through the downtown with these elevated tracks. So I'm just putting a bit of the track down. I don't really know what I'm going to do for the other side, because I haven't placed any buildings over there. I don't know which way it's going to go, because I don't have too much of the railways actually planned out. I do know that one of those lines is going to be just for intercity trains, and the other 3 are going to be for just regular train lines. And so that's that for that. Anyways, now we're moving on to a financial district. I wanted to have one of these inside the close to downtown area, but not quite downtown. And this, I'm pretty sure, is all gonna change. This is kind of temporary. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to have the stock exchange out in the open, in like kind of a park area with some like trees and stuff around, or if I wanted to put it right in the downtown by the skyscrapers. And I'm thinking that most likely I'm just going to put it in the midst of the skyscrapers, because I think that's just going to look a little more realistic, I think. And as you can see, we're working on placing down some of the first residential buildings. I meant to actually put a height restrictions. Can't remember what the policy is called, but it makes it so the buildings can't go to max level. And I wanted some of those because I really want it to not be like the other city that I was just working on, where everything is skyscrapers, but I wanted it to look where, you have a smallish downtown that's really dense, and then a lot of medium density, which is what that policy really gets you, of course. And here I'm experimenting in the walkable zone, the pedestrian zone, because I'm trying to incorporate a bunch of different zones. I think we're gonna even use some of the self-sufficient buildings from the Green Cities DLC in this inner city area. But as you can see, we're just working on the pedestrian zone right now. We're having some nice commercial on, the main big street in the area, and then residential fanning out, as well as a few parks and other such buildings that the people there who are living can go to. And actually, I don't know if I showcased this in the video, but the way this area turned out is really nice. One thing that I did forget to do in this video for all of the city areas is any sort of education services. I pretty much completely forgot about that. And I also think that I'm probably going to downsize the financial district even more than I did. I'm thinking maybe just 1, maybe 2 city blocks, as I think I don't really need such a giant area. And now we're working on an interchange. Yes, the traffic is still causing headaches, and I turned one of the old interchanges that I had built. I think it was just a regular diamond interchange, but I turned that into a parklo. And these parklos are really good. They're really nice looking to the eye, and they're also, pretty good at traffic. This one I actually don't think I set it up completely correctly with the traffic manager, because I forgot to for some of them make it only right turn only, but I need to remember to fix that, and I think I will do that as soon as possible. And we're just finishing that up. And then we just got a few more things on today's agenda for this city area, and that's, of course, adding a city hall. And this, I believe, just the same as the stock exchange that we built earlier, is temporary. I'm not really sure I like the way it's looking. And you know how in the other city we had access to the European buildings, and in the European unique buildings you have that really nice city hall building. I'm really trying to get that back, but I don't know if you're aware, but the European building unlocker mod is gone, which is kind of annoying, because I really liked a bunch of those things, like the London Eye and the museums and stuff, and some of the other ones. But I'm gonna try and get that back, see if it's possible. But for now, that means we just have to use the oppression office as a city hall. And as I said, the place where it is right now is temporary, and it is gonna change. Well, that's pretty much the video. I've got a few more things, just one more thing here, one more major thing, and that's a stadium. I'm not sure, but I think I might change this up a bit, especially the parking lot. I'm not sure if I really like just the way an open big parking lot looks. What I might do in the future is move this stadium to the front, and then of course the parking lots would go behind, which I think would look a lot better for the city overall. Anyways, that's it. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.